कुछ आर्टिकल और इन सारी चीज़ों से ही होगी, ठीक है। तो बेसिकली एक आर्टिकल हमने निकाला है, तो ये आप लोगों के इसमें काफ़ी हेल्प करेगी, ठीक है। तो एग्जैक्टली अगर हम बात करें अ, तो जैसे एक पेपर किसी ने पब्लिकेशन किया है, ठीक है, तो इस पब्लिश पेपर में चीज़ें जो है वो आपको थोड़ा सा बताते हैं कि बेसिकली वी हेयर गैदर टू नो द सम controls of feed intake. So basically the thing is that how an animal controls their feed intake as well as what is the site or the things which is required for the regulation of appetite. So on the basis of this topic, today class will be continued. So basically each and every animal have to survive whenever there is the requirement, whatever the animal has, to be fulfilled by the feed, because this is the basic thing by which an animal gets the source of energy to compile his body. For so this the regulation of body weight. Mean to say for this, mean to say the appetite and this feed intake. This is totally related with the body weight of that animal and the status of the animal, meant to say in which status these animals are being reared. So the regulation of body weight under various states of energy, that needs to be related with the control of feed intake. So it is totally depend on the energy requirement. So this is generally regulated by the central nervous system, the ventromedial and lateral hypothalamus. So these areas, they are concerned with the appetite of an animal. So uh, besides this, the paraventricular nucleus and the cerebroventricular junction of the some part of hypothalamus is also involving for the regulation of appetite. So some neurotransmitters are also essentially required to provoke the initiation or for the depreciation of the appetite center. So that stands in the paraventricular nucleus. Okay. So neurotransmitters are also involved in this. That is the alpha and beta adrenergic and gamma aminobutyric acid. That is also known as the GABA. So this gamma aminobutyric acid, this agonist of the alpha and beta adrenergic system. So there are two neurotransmitters. So for provoking or for initiation of the appetite or the hunger, this alpha and beta adrenergic neurotransmitter is essentially required. But to check the feedback or the negative feedback when it over, then this gamma or this GABA, these act on the hypothalamus and the centers to the appetite, and it further gives the negative feedback that yes, the animal is being over. Mean to say how much and what the quantity he is required, that will be okay. That will be covered. Huh? So now there is no any need or the further need of any energy source or any type of bulky food is required. So this is regarding the ruminants. So they have made various experiments regarding this, but we have to focus especially on the control and the appetite system. So regarding this neuropeptides, we will talk then, like opioid and cholecystokinin. So the neuropeptides of the opioid and cholecystokinin families, they have the reciprocal hunger stimulating and satiety eliciting effects. Okay. Meant to say, when these opioid and cholecystokinin, these are administered in an animal, then they will lead to change in the hunger stimulation and satiety eliciting factor. So basically what happens? Uh, in the periphery, none of these hormones associated with the pituitary, adrenal, pancreas, or the GI tract hormones. So these the neuropeptides, they are not being directly converted into the this pituitary, adrenal gland, pancreas, or gastrointestinal tract. Mean to say, these neurotransmitters are directly concerned with the central nervous system. So, in addition to this, the pituitary, adrenal, pancreas, and GI tract hormones, they are also involved in the initiation or the excitation of appetite or the control of feed intake. But the neurotransmitters that may be or may not be, that may be or may not be involved with these hormones which comes from this pituitary, adrenal, GI, or pancreas, because that will depends totally upon the condition of the animal. Being having some metabolic disorder, the animal may or may not be able to convert their feeding strategies. Okay. So physically, what happens? These ingested food in the GI tract, they influence the rate or pattern of feeding. So this is the primary thing. In the nutshell or conclusion of this research article, it is relevant that if there is any bulkiness of food is present in the stomach, then it will not allow to initiate the feed intake again. But whenever there is the decrease in the feed material in the stomach, that will initiate or lead to initiate the appetite center for uh, excitation or for the initiation of these neurotransmitters like alpha and beta adrenergic. So it will again create the appetite center to inform the animal that yes, they need some energy. And when they were wherever is full, they have the full stomach, then this GABA, that is a gamma aminobutyric acid, this will lead to the animal or inform animal that no, now there is enough feed material in their stomach and they don't require any more energy. So they are just stop or just check the feed intake. So this is the basic, the vital and the basic thing. So regarding this, another video is there. This will tells you the exact things regarding the whatever the things I have taught you. So this is the thing. So this video will let you know the satiety pathway and the hunger pathway. Okay. So this is the basic idea and the themes regarding the can say this regulation of appetite and the control of feed intake. So you have already seen that so many hormones is required for the initiation of the appetite and the control of feed intake, that is the satiety center. So mostly this hormone ghrelin, that is basically required for the initiation of the appetite center. So what happens, this is also work along with the insulin and the fat, whatever is the present in an animal body. So if there is the lower body fat, then this ghrelin will act as negative. At that time, the another hormone, that is the leptin, which is simultaneously act with the satiety center. So you can have a clear idea that this ghrelin and leptin, these two hormones is essentially required along with all the neurotransmitters for the regulation of appetite and satiety centers. So I think that you have a very clear vision regarding these things. So if any point is regarding this in your mind, then you must share with me. If anything you want to ask. All of you, I am asking. Priti, if anything it comes in
Yes,
your
sir.
mind, I mean to say this presentation is enough to understand between the leptin and ghrelin hormone and the regulation of appetite and satiety center. Okay, is it okay?
Yes, no, sir.